Hi guys, it's Miss Debbie from the Appomattox Regional Library System, and this week we're going to be making mermaid crowns. This is a teen craft because it requires using hot glue the entire time. Parents, if you do want to do this for your younger children, you can let them help design, but all use of the hot glue gun should be done by somebody at least 14 years or older who is mature enough to use the hot glue gun. I just want to give that little disclaimer right there. Start by organizing your shells. You're going to want to see what you have that would make a great centerpiece, what you only have one of, and then what you have a lot of that you can use to fill in your nooks and crannies, and what you want to pair up to do some symmetry on your crown. So next you're going to want to wrap your crown completely in pipe cleaner. You can use any kind of crown because you're not going to see any of it. So you want to wrap it completely in pipe cleaners, and you want to wrap it well because this is going to be what supports your shells, because plastic and hot glue doesn't really work well together. The hot glue tends to touch the plastic and cool down way too quick to actually stick. So just wrap it super well and make sure your shells have plenty of places to stick to and plenty of material to stick to. So you'll want to start with the center of your crown. I like to start center top because I really like to see what the shape of my crown is going to be. And that really helps you figure out what the profile of your crown is going to be. So I made my shell stick up a little bit farther than the base of my crown because I wanted to make it a little higher and a little bit more grand. And what you can see here is that I am looking at how my shells look on my crown before I use the hot glue. Hot glue last, look first, try out different shells before you decide on one, because once you use that hot glue, you're likely going to tear up something else trying to get that shell off. So you can see I'm shoving my tiny shells into the little nooks and crannies in my shell crown because you don't want the white of the pipe cleaner or whatever color pipe cleaner you use to be sticking through and showing off on the front of your crown. You really want that to be super beautiful so you can take pretty pictures with it or have it as a nice display piece in your bedroom. And as you can see here, I'm just filling in. I want the crown to look super pretty. And I decided to do some high pieces on the back just to make the crown look a little bit more grand. And now I'm going to move on to how to make a mermaid headband. This is so much easier than a crown. Just go to the dollar store and get a soft headband. And you can actually pick up some shells there right now, I think, too. And then you want to either use paper or cardstock. For paper, you want to use a whole sheet of paper. For cardstock, you're going to want to cut it down some. And you're going to want to fold it to be about half the size of your headband, completely folded out. Because you're going to want to wrap it completely and glue it all around the paper so it doesn't stick to your hair or anything. Because you don't want the paper up against your forehead, because a headband is something you can more wear for like a whole day, like a cute time at the beach. And now you can see I'm laying out my crown with all of the shells I want to use before I glue them down. I chose to do a pretty centerpiece and then just symmetrical shells on either side. Next, I went ahead and glued it at the back and closed it up so I could use it as a headband again. And that's how you make mermaid headbands and crowns. I hope you have a great weekend.